Okay, it's time for another video on the powerstroke project. This is Friday night. It's February 10th. Actually, my plan for this weekend was to get this truck rolled outside and pressure wash this engine bay out, the engine itself and these dirty frame rails and just pretty much everything, clean it all up. And I was also going to paint the tops of these frame rails. The sides were painted back when I rebuilt the suspension on this truck a couple years ago. Doesn't look that great now, but it would clean up. It's painted up pretty nice. All those parts were sandblasted and cleaned up. Just got a lot of dirt and sand stuck to them now, but I guarantee you when I wash them up it'll look okay. What I have been doing, I got my pressure washer running. It has been running for a while, and so that I can push this truck completely out of the garage and be able to get back in, I anchored my electric winch to the garage floor. That way I can pull it back in. Pushing the truck out is no problem. Getting it back in by yourself is another when it's not running. So we did that to take care of that business. But we're not going to be able to do that this weekend because I don't know if you can see out this dark window. It's snowing and it's supposed to be, it's already dropped, temperature's already dropped quite a bit from today, and it's supposed to get really cold tonight. It's the first real winter weather that we've had all year so far. I think winter has come late. I got a feeling it's going to stay late. So here's what I'm doing this weekend. We're going to go ahead and get this radiator support back in shape. Here's this part, this side. I haven't cut on this yet. I'll give you an idea. I've already cut all the rust out of the other side. Give you an idea of what it all looked like. Don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but yeah, it's the other side pretty much looked that bad. And as you can see, I've cut it all out. But what's going to make it not so bad to do is I managed to save this piece, which goes on like that. As you can see, I drilled the spot welds out. They go there. Yeah, this fits over there kind of like that. Yeah, it goes right about there. And that's going to, since I can save that piece, I'll sandblast it. It looks a little rough on the inside, but it's still pretty thick. And I think once I sandblast it, I'll have decent metal to weld to. And plus, it'll kind of help me locate everything back to where it's supposed to be. Also saved this piece, which goes something, it would go right about there. After we got all that nasty metal. What was really bad was this part right here where it comes around. It comes up to about here, and this goes inside of it. Got it on backwards. It goes like that. And like I said, I was able to save that, so it's not going to be as bad as I thought it was. It's just a lot of dirty, dusty work. You can see I've swept some of the mess up. Got dirt and rust everywhere, and I'm going to do this one side at a time. So before I cut this side out, I want to leave it together to look at, so I kind of got something to go off of when I want to make it to look as close to right or original as possible. Of course, this truck is no classic by no means, but I just wanted it to look like, you know, actually I wanted it to look like nothing was ever wrong. That's what I want it to look like. And it's good practice. Like I said, this truck is not a classic, but later on I would like to do some restorations on some older antique stuff, and a lot of that stuff, much like this radiator support, you can't get parts for, and you got to do stuff like this. Make your own patch panels and stuff like this. So this will be good practice. We'll try to make this look as original as we can. And just to give you an idea what kind of work we got to do here. This side, like I just said earlier, it's pretty much the same as before. Actually, this looks a little better than the other side just cut out. And it looks like, yeah, I'll be able to save this piece too. This is pretty much the same thing as this right here, except opposite side. So hopefully I'll be able to grind the welds out, drill the spot welds out, and get it out as well. It looks like that thick piece is in pretty decent shape too. Once I get all this knocked out of the way. Okay, so that's part of this video. I'm done for the night. I've got some things I have to go to town to do in the morning, and hopefully I'll get back here in the middle of the day, and it's going to be a cold, snowy, maybe a rainy weekend. So this will be a good job for this weekend. We'll get this out of the way and have this radiator support back in good shape. Okay, that's all for now. I'll continue with this radiator support repair.